Where are we looking? I feel like we just jumped into that.
Okay, we have to look that way. That lens.
Suddenly,
right
I've never done this before.
I know. Suddenly, we're like, how do we film a video?
This monitor is bad because I just want to look at it.
I know. That's what people always tell me too. They're like, stop looking here, look there.
Okay.
So we're gonna look there.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, so I have a very special guest with me today. Introduce yourself.
Shahd, or Shahd, or no one can ever pronounce my name.
I call her Shay, but tell me exactly how to pronounce your name.
Everyone says Shay because no one can pronounce Shahd.
Shahd.
I think you have the accent for it.
Shahd.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it.
You have the accent for it.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of people don't, so.
Shay. This is Shay. You guys probably already know her, but if you don't, I will link her in the description box below. She's one of my favorite girls in the industry.
Stop.
You really are though.
Stop, you're so sweet.
We like met and like connected right away.
Arshia is the best, like the actual best in person.
Oh, thank you.
And online.
Oh, I'm actually like a big sister.
Yeah. She taught me so much today. I feel like I need you. Whenever I'm at the grocery store and I need to
call
like,
me.
Learn how to find something. Arshia, where do I find this?
Oh my gosh, she's like my little sister. She's so cute. And today we're gonna be doing we're gonna be like masking together. We have a couple of different masks that we wanna try out together and just talking about life. Yeah.
Life, yes. And things that I think I want to talk about with people, but like we can relate to it the most. Together.
Yeah, because we have all these conversations anyway. We decided like, why not just turn on the camera and share with you guys? And that's what we're gonna be doing today. So I guess we can just get started.
Let's do it. What mask are you gonna be using?
Okay, so I'm gonna go first because Shay has a collection with her.
Shay is indecisive.
I'm so excited to see which one to use. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Renava. I hope I'm saying that right. But this is their Kiss of Royalty Hydrating Mask because you guys know I have really, really dry skin. Like it's super dry. So I thought I would try this out and the packaging is so pretty.
It's so pretty.
So pretty, so I'm like really excited to try this out.
I actually kind of want to do that, but I already have 3 here. They're all orange for some reason.
I love that.
So the first one is the Glam Glow Flash Mud Brightening Treatment. And this is like one of the only Glam Glow products that I haven't tried. Have you tried all the other masks? I love the Tin Man one, but I want to try this because I love brightening. And then there's the Kiehl's Tumeric and Cranberry Seed Energizing Radiance Mask. This is such a good name. I kind of want to do this now because that's such a pleasing name.
I'll try that as well.
And then this one is the Ginger and Turmeric Vitamin C Jelly Mask from First Aid Beauty. And I was telling Arshia, I feel like because there's turmeric in it, it's good for hyperpigmentation, right? You know what? Let's do this one because I've never tried this.
Okay.
Let's do these 2.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Done. Let's do
We're
it.
gonna do Kiehl's and Glam Glow.
What should we start to talk about first? I guess we can talk about like the beauty industry in general. And like, I don't know, the whole like diversity conversation that's going on or the lack of diversity in this space still and all that stuff.
Definitely. I feel like right now it's definitely a trend. Like I feel like it's very trendy to include, like have very inclusive campaigns, which is really cool. Like brands, you have to do it in 2018. Like you can't not. Like a lot of the things that people got away with before, they can't get away with anymore. Which is really nice to see. Like that, you know, my like younger girls can see someone who looks like them, which is something we didn't really have.
We'd never had that, yeah. And I feel like, is that like why you started posting stuff on YouTube?
There's no one who really looks like me. There was no one that I could really relate to.
Yeah.
And I just think it's amazing that now like that's the norm, you know? And it's like we went through so many insecurities and so many emotions just because we thought that we didn't fit in, you know?
Right.
I used to like make my lips smaller because I thought that that wasn't cute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there were just like things that I used to do. What else did I do? I don't know, I wanted to be lighter.
The lightning thing.
Well, that's like a very cultural thing as well.
Totally a cultural thing. It's so funny because even like growing up, and that's really why I started YouTube as well, was because, I mean, I'm sure you can relate. Like I was obsessed with YouTube. Like 14 years old, I was not watching TV, I was watching YouTube tutorials.
We hopped on the bandwagon early.
Yeah, exactly. But I would watch all these like girls, but I was like, how come there's like no Indian girl on this space? And then I obviously got older, started working at MAC, I worked at Sephora, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start posting videos on YouTube. And I didn't think for one second that this would become something. But now, you know, with the, I guess we're going back to the diversity thing, you know, you just have to be inclusive at this point.
Yeah, if you're not, you're for sure gonna get called out.
For sure.
I feel like a lot of brands kind of feel like they have to be, and it worries me because I'm like, how genuine is it?
Yeah, is it like a trend you're trying to follow, or is that really like
because
a core?
It's not a trend. I'm not a trend. You're not a trend. We're real human beings, and I kind of hate being fetishized in that sense.
Yeah.
Kind of like when like I do an interview and it's about like makeup, and everyone just wants to talk about my hijab. I'm like, let's talk about
me
beauty.
as a
let's
person.
Talk about us as people, our hobbies, our interests.
It's
you know?
so true. Yeah. How about you really get to know me and as a person and look past my skin tone? You know?
Yeah.
So you're totally right. Like, we're not, you know, just a trend. We are real people, and I think the brands, no matter if they're faking it just to be part of the trend, the ones that really truly, you know, this is a core focus for them are the ones that are gonna be sustainable.
They're the ones that stick out. They're the ones that I genuinely like want. Like, if you weren't sending me product, if I was never gonna get paid, I would always want to promote and always want, you know, that type of word of mouth.
Recently, like Fenty is totally killing it. And actually, you guys, we will be talking about this in depth because we're gonna be filming a whole separate video after this. But like Fenty, you know, made it a core focus for them, and they're so genuine about it, you know, and that shows through in their campaigns, on their Instagram. It's across the board that's their core focus.
Yeah, definitely. I actually got to see Rihanna speak, and it was like the most insane thing because you look at her, I was like blinded looking at her. Like, she's so pretty.
You saw her in person?
Yeah, I saw her in person.
I did too. I like almost fainted.
I like did. My eyes were so fuzzy. I couldn't I couldn't process it. But she was talking about like when she started the brand, how like, you know, like growing up, like she'd see her mom wear foundation, it seemed normal, but she didn't realize the struggle that her mom went through to find her shade. And she's like, this should be something that everyone can just find, you know, it should not be such a difficult thing. Also, I just feel like it's more than the foundation. Like, for a brand to be inclusive and have our skin tones, it's not just about the makeup anymore. It's way more personal than that. It's political.
Totally, for sure.
So I just think it's just so important.
So let's talk a little bit about like social media and like how your experience has been and just social media in general.
I think I'm at a place in my life right now where I just like, obviously it's our job, so we have to kind of know how to work it, but I feel like I'm just now learning how to use it in a way that's actually 100% beneficial, and I'm not hurting myself, because we've talked about it before, like it can be so detrimental for your health, for your self-care, for just your well-being, and we just like, it's so easy to fall into the comparison trap and just to be like, oh, I'm not enough. But it's just about knowing when to put the phone down and when to use it when it's gonna benefit you, you know?
Can I just tell you, like, I legitimately feel like I had a phone addiction at one point.
Yeah.
I was taking my phone to the bathroom. I know you guys are guilty of this.
Everyone,
do not even like judge me. But I was literally taking my phone to the bathroom. It was in my kitchen, it was in my bedroom, it was at dinner with me. I wasn't even having conversations with people anymore. I was just obsessively looking at my phone. And I really had to like have people in my personal life call me out and then like acknowledge like, wow, I really do have a phone addiction. And once I like, first of all, acknowledged it and really made it a point to turn my phone off and keep it away, like seriously, I started to see like a magic happen. Like I started to live in the real world.
Yeah, and I find that actually when I'm the happiest is when I'm working and I'm on my phone the least. When I'm really busy and doing things that I love.
Aren't you so much more productive?
I'm so much more productive. I feel so good about myself. Like I'll post the photo and go, or I'll upload a video and go. I won't sit around all day to see what the comments are.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I'm posting. This is what I want to share. It's out. Like I'll see the people that I love, and obviously like I use social media as a tool for inspiration, which is what it should be. And then I go about my day, and that's when I'm the happiest. And I find that when I'm, you know, in like ruts that I get in, or I'm in terrible moods, or I just feel the worst of myself, is when I'm literally
like this
on my phone.
Because the thing is, like, what you guys see on Instagram is such a small percentage of somebody's life.
Of course.
We want to show the best of the best, you know. I'm never going to show myself having a bad day on social media, you know, and that goes for everyone that's on Instagram. So sometimes, you know, and I remember doing this last year, like looking at other people and like comparing my life to their life. And that's so bad. That is like the worst thing you can do for yourself, is compare yourself to people in real life and on social media, because that's not the reality whatsoever.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. I think my friend had to check me too when we were talking about this. And let me ask you, is there anyone on social media now, being where you are, because like you are in a really good place, that you are jealous of? You're not inspired, you're jealous.
No.
That's the key. That's the thing.
Yes, it's true. You're right. No, I'm not. I am very inspired by people. I'm so glad you put it like that. I am still very inspired by people. Like I see certain people's hustle and I'm like, oh my gosh, or like what they're doing, like I want that. but I'm never like, oh, I wish I was that person. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's the difference. That's how you know that you're in a good place. You know, like I love Jackie Aina, I love Desi Perkins. Those are probably my two favorite people, and I am very inspired by them, and I would hope to have, you know, not things that they have, but like be as successful as them one day. But I don't want their lives. That's the thing, is I can't try to be exactly like the person that inspires me. I just have to take the good from them.
Exactly, you know? Yeah, exactly.
So we're all a copy of a copy of a copy is how I like to look at it.
Right.
And you know, you get to choose the best parts of everyone that you're inspired by.
Exactly.
And a huge part of that is following the right people.
It's so true. Honestly, like I would even say this to everyone because I did this and I need to do this again. But go through your Instagram list and people that you get jealous by, people that you get like, that are negative in any sort of way, even if they give you the negative energy, just unfollow them, you know?
That's so big.
Right?
So big.
It's like decluttering your life. Okay, so let me ask you, because I'm like trying to like start this like movement on my channel about self-care and really taking care of yourself, because I'm sure you can relate to this 100%, but like coming from a South Asian background, I saw my mom do so much for other people and never even take 5 minutes to do something for herself. Like she was always, from the moment she woke up to the moment she fell asleep, doing things for everyone.
Mothers are magical.
Yeah, magical. But like she never ever took any time out for herself. So now I'm like really trying to encourage my followers, and you guys will see this a lot going on in my videos, but taking care of yourself first, because once I started taking care of myself first, I was able to take care of everyone else in my life so much better, you know? So tell me, like, what are some things that you like to do to take care of yourself?
Well, I'm quite the relaxer. So
You're so relaxed.
I do like to pamper myself. But I think it goes way beyond, you know, these face masks. I think, you know, when we think of self-care, because it's kind of a trend, it's a movement right now, which is really cool. We talk about like, oh, go get your nails done, do a mask, do like pampering things, but I think it definitely comes from within. It's like checking yourself and reflecting and like understanding the mistakes that you make, and it's really about actually taking that time, because even when we do have downtime, it's like, how do we use it? We use it on social media to compare ourselves. We use it in ways that are not helpful. I really like to read, and that's something that I've been really into this year that I lacked last year. I kind of stopped reading, and I love kind of understanding other people's mindsets in that way. So I'm definitely a big reader. Yeah,
reading has really changed my life, because I always say this, but it's like having mentors all over the world, giving you their knowledge for free. Like, it's like the best thing you can do for your mental health is just to read a book a day. And it doesn't have to be like an hour, it can be like 15 minutes, but that's like 15 minutes
just
of
the tiniest bit. Yeah, exactly. Let me actually do something real quick. So it's about mindfulness and being present, and that's like what I'm really trying to practice right now. Like, take a second, close your eyes right now.
Okay.
Think in your head, what is my next thought gonna be? And then wait for it to come.
It's here.
What is your thought?
Just happiness.
For me, when I focus on what I'm gonna think next, even those few seconds, that moment was presence.
Right.
As not thinking about what's next.
Right, it's true. And I talked about this before with you guys as well, but meditating has changed my life. I never used to be like, I was just always like, I don't know how to meditate. Like, I can't stop my thoughts. And the whole thing is, you're not really supposed to stop your thoughts. No. That's never gonna happen. And it's just not to fight with your thoughts. I really even encourage you guys, there's so many apps out there that will let you meditate for 5 minutes. Everybody in this world has 5 minutes, you know?
What is that one app called?
Headspace?
Headspace.
Yeah, Headspace is a really good one. They even have meditations for 1 minute. You guys, come on. I know you guys have 1 minute, you know, out of the time. Yeah. And then you can go back to your crazy life, you know?
Because you, like you were saying earlier, you can't help anybody else unless you're helping yourself. And we just kind of, we don't take it as seriously as we need to, because we think like, oh, I have a million things to do. Why would I put that on my list of to-do list? But if you actually literally put it into your calendars, it makes the world's difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
But I do want to talk about another topic that's like, we don't really talk about, but I think it's important as viewers to understand that, you know, just like social media being a real job.
Yeah.
And like what goes on in the back end. Because I feel like people just think, and it's okay if you think that, there's nothing wrong with that, that all we do is just take pretty pictures, attend beautiful events, you know, go on brand trips, and
turn a camera on,
and that's it. But like the back end of it, I don't think anyone understands how hard the job is, even though it's the best job ever.
Yeah, we're very thankful for where we are.
So thankful. Oh my gosh. Thankful. Like, how many people can say they do what we do?
Who would have thought that we would be doing what we're doing right now?
Exactly.
Like, it was always like such a theoretical thing. I'd love to be a YouTuber one day. But now that I'm a YouTuber, it's like there's so much work that goes behind it, you know? Like you have to be committed, you have to be in it for the right reasons.
It's so true, you really have to start. Like when I started this, not for 1 second did I think that I was gonna be making any money from this. AdSense wasn't even a thing even like 4 years ago.
Do you remember making your first $100 because you have to reach a threshold? What did you spend that on? Do you remember?
Oh my god, I don't remember what I spent.
I went
it
shopping.
on. But I went crazy. I was like, oh my god, I made $100. This is amazing, you know? But I didn't start off for that reason. I started off because, like I said, I never saw a girl that looked like me. And I think it's really, really important to start for the right reason, because if you don't, if you're just in it to make like quick money, you're gonna burn out really, really quick.
You're not,
You won't be able to sustain it. Yeah, for sure. Because there's so much that goes on the back, like goes on in the back end.
Yeah, and even now it's like I love my job so much. I'm like, I don't even care what the budget is. I want to do this. I want it for the opportunities. And like money is there, and it's like obviously we have to live and we have to survive. So that is definitely an aspect, but it's just about like the opportunities for me to be able to do things that I never would have imagined, to be able to open doors for younger girls that we didn't have, you know? And that's kind of what we are. We're trying to open doors for people to follow our footsteps. People that genuinely want to be doing, you know, what we're doing, or even in other fields. Or I hope this kind of pushes, you know, a young girl who's scared to enter maybe like a male-dominated industry to just do it, because it's possible.
How many hours do you think you work?
Oh my gosh, it's definitely more than, what is a real work week? 40 hours?
40 hours.
Definitely more than 40 hours. Cause you think about it, I wake up and I go to the gym, and then I come home and I maybe answer emails or I plan. I'm like really into that, because like if I don't stay organized, I'm done. Or if you get behind on emails, you're done. And then filming, like a 20-minute video, a 15-minute video could take me hours to film, you know? And then I remember, oh, I have to eat. I reward myself with food. I'm like, I have to finish everything before I can eat. And then editing takes a long time, and then it's just like things on top of it, like if you go to events, if
meetings,
phone calls, there's so much that goes behind it.
This is our mini business, and the more we put into it, the more we get back. And I don't have someone standing on, you know, on top of me saying, hey, you need to do this, or this is due. You really have to manage yourself. So again, you know, this is the best job ever. I truly do encourage anyone that wants to get into it, but get into it for the right reason. Like, have a reason why you want to do this.
Yeah.
More than just the money or the freebies.
We really love what we do, and that's the only reason we're still here.
You guys, I just had a freak out moment because I almost got some mask on Shay's new bag. She's like, it's okay, it's no big deal. And I'm like, oh my god.
It's okay.
How cute is this?
I love it. It's my dream bag.
How did you ever find this? Because it's sold out everywhere.
It was a mission. I gave up for a while, but you know, I persisted, and it's mine now. I bought it for myself on Valentine's Day.
I love that. Oh my god, I love that. That's so cute. It's so perfect.
But I was actually telling her the story of when I went into the store to buy it. I was literally standing there for so long. People would come like after me, and they'd be helped, and then the next person would be helped, and I'm like, nobody wants to help me. Okay, like, and so like I had to grab someone, like, can you grab that bag down for me, please? Because I saw it and I was so excited, you know?
Right.
I'm like, I need that bag, grab it down for me. And like, she didn't even, like, nobody wanted to help me. Like, the customer service was terrible, you know?
Why? Because I have a similar story, but why do you think that was?
Because it's 100% profiling, because I'm black. I didn't think I was gonna buy anything, you know? Like, it blows my mind to see like Balenciaga campaigns with kind of, like, how much is influenced by like the black community, and then like, for someone who actually looks like that to walk into the store and no one wants to help. And that happens to me all the time. Like walking into, I was in a store yesterday in Soho, and I remember the second I walked in, I like saw the guy get on the intercom or whatever, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like my friends made me so aware, because I was always oblivious, but now like I can feel when I walk into a store when people are watching me or following me, or when there's those like secured, like shopper security people, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is insane.
Isn't that so crazy?
It's insane, and it's so disheartening, but I'm like, when is enough enough?
Right, exactly. That happened to me also. I'm not even gonna say the designer name because I actually love the designer, but I went to the store and I asked this woman to help me find a wallet. So she pulls out some wallets, and she would not let it go from her hand.
Oh my gosh.
Like, she would not let it go. Like it was my husband and I, we both went, and he had like his beard at the time, like he was like growing out his beard, and I didn't have any makeup on. I was wearing like, I was wearing these, okay? I was wearing these. I was wearing those, like I didn't look like the best. My hair was kind of messy, but she would not let go of the wallet.
That's
like
insane.
as if I'm gonna like literally grab it from her hand and run out the door.
But that doesn't surprise me at all.
How crazy is that?
I catch myself and my thoughts, and I'm like, okay, so I have to like go out of my way to let them know that I'm not stealing anything so they don't think. And then I'm like, you know what? No, if they want to come up to you, if they want to approach you, they're gonna look stupid, you know? Like when I go, even yesterday, like I did it, like I walk into a store just because I noticed that. I'm like, okay, now I have to go out of my way. If I want to open my bag, I want to do it like right in front of them, put my phone in my purse, and I'm like, this is insane. I should not have to feel like this.
Wow.
I remember being at JFK and having a brown woman actually tell me to take my hijab off. And I'm
in
like,
front of everyone?
yeah, and I remember, like, I can imagine maybe like a white male kind of like abusing that power now that they kind of can. Not to get political in this video, but it was just to see a woman who I would like expect to understand being like, Miss, you need to take your hijab off. And I was like shocked. I was like, why does everyone feel so comfortable?
What do you do in that situation though?
I was like, absolutely not.
Can't they just be like, can we pull you aside and like, if they really have to?
I mean, I guess if you want to be extra like that, I need a woman's security. It was insane. Like things that like used to be so normal to me, I'm now, that's the importance of like awareness and like education, because things that because I grew up in like a very like safe suburban neighborhood and I didn't pay attention to those things, and now I know, now I get it, you know?
I love that you said earlier that we are creating a platform. I don't even think that I'm doing it, but of course I am. For, you know, girls that are a lot younger than us, finally they'll have someone to look up to. It's so crazy. I never, like...
You know, sorry to cut you off. My friend actually told me that, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm doing enough. I don't know if my influence is like that much. And he was telling me that literally your existence in itself, just living your life, is so inspirational. Like you never know the impact that you have on people just by living your life. You never know who is really watching you. You never know. True. No one will ever really tell you how they feel, you know? So, and even like us, like I'm not a huge video commenter, but there are definitely people who've changed my life.
100%.
Just by being themselves. Just by seeing someone happy, you know, just by seeing someone driven.
100%. And those are like the best type of comments that I get. Like people that are like, it's a makeup video, you know, I'll post a makeup video and then I'll get an email, and it's a very personal email from, you know, you guys. The fact that you even open up to me is incredible. Just to, you know, to say something like, I changed your day or I changed your life. Like me, little old me, I have that impact on someone. It's insane.
Yeah, and even you guys, like you never know how you can influence someone's day just by being a nice person, just by being
it's so true.
A good person. So I don't know, that's my big thing is I don't want to meet anyone and have them be like, oh, she gave me a bad vibe. You know, it's just you're responsible for the energy you bring, for how you make people feel.
When I was talking to Shay earlier, like about the future and what our goals are, she was telling me, and I'm like, that's exactly what I want to do. It's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Because, well, do you want to kind of like touch a little bit about your future plans? And you don't have to go into detail.
Yeah. You know, I definitely would love to just, like, what we're doing is amazing, you know, and I love seeing like a photo of someone who looks like me and like labeling it like Black Girl Magic, like I was telling you earlier, but I want to see what that really means. I want to see, you know, like I have friends maybe like a black or like a hijabi DJ or like a Mexican astronaut or something that's just like mind-blowing, where the odds were completely not in your favor, but you're doing it, and I want to hear that story. So I would love to create a platform for someone like that to share their story, where they feel like their lives are normal, but that could really change someone else's life, you know?
It's so, oh my God, again, chills.
That's what I want to do. Like, I love makeup, you know, it'll always be my hobby. I feel like I kind of found myself through makeup, actually. That's a whole different conversation. I feel like I figured this out through my foundations and blushes and highlights. But yeah, I kind of want to just create something, something for those voices to be heard.
It's so funny because Shay and I met because we're signed with the same agency, and I was having a strategic conversation with my manager, my team yesterday, and we were talking about my future plans and what I want to do. And Shay and I hadn't talked about this previously, but I told them, yeah, that I want to create a platform for everyone out there that never felt represented. What exactly is that platform? I'm not sure, and how I'm gonna execute it, I'm not sure. And there's so many different ways you can go about it.
So many. And you don't have to limit yourself to one.
Exactly, right. You know, the safe way for me would be just to like, you know, focus on beauty, but I want to expand more than just beauty, because I am a girl that loves makeup, but I'm also a girl that have like real life issues, and I have so many other things that, you know, go on about my daily life, and I want to kind of bring all that together somehow with makeup.
Makeup is what kind of helped us bond. Makeup is what kind of gave us a sense of community, you know? Right. That's what, like, there's so many girls who look like, I mean, not a ton, not as many as there should be, that look like you on the internet, that kind of give you that sense of community, right? Because people remember how you make them feel at the end of the day, and like, as long as you're making as many people feel good about themselves, and that is winning, you know? And whether it's through beauty or like self-care type videos that you were telling me about, there's so many ways to go about it.
Right, exactly.
So many ways.
But it's funny because we're basically trying to work on kind of like the same thing, but it's all
crazy.
It's like, crazy.
When I said it, she hadn't mentioned anything.
No, and it's funny because like I said, I talked to my manager, and this is exactly what I said. So this is why we're friends. Yeah, because we're like the same person.
You know, you like can't go anywhere, right?
No, I'm like here.
Yeah,
I'm here. I wish she was moving to New York. Seriously, I wish you were moving here.
I'm a West Coast gal. Sorry.
I might have to be in LA for like a year. Eventually.
I would love to have you with me. I'm just gonna let your husband know that. Like,
yeah, seriously, I'm gonna come stay with you anytime I'm in LA next time.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, so I think this is officially dry.
Yeah, we need to take these off.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick like thumbnail photo and then wash this off, and then we'll chat some more.
Yeah, we'll see you in a second.
We'll be back. Okay, we're back. How does your skin feel?
Refreshed. I feel like a new woman.
Yeah, my
take
skin
on the day now.
It's so good and like ready for makeup now.
Yes.
But you guys, this was so much fun for us both to film.
I love this.
I love this so much, and we really want to hear from you guys. Let us know your honest feedback and any thoughts that you guys had in the comment section below.
We want to hear, and we want to hear what you guys want us to talk about, and like the conversations that you guys want to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Very important to us.
And we're also gonna be
doing a giveaway, hosting a giveaway. Both of us. Do we want to tell them, or do they have to do their research?
Let's have you guys. I guess we can tell them. I don't know.
We can tell them.
Okay, we can tell them.
We are each going to be giving away a full face of makeup. A full face. Wait, that sounded weird. A full face
of makeup. Yeah, full face of makeup. Yeah,
you get that.
Like start to finish, from primer all the way to like, I don't even know whatever the last step is. We're
really excited about this because I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I just know how much that would mean to me if I was just starting, you know?
Exactly.
So all the details will be down below and on our Instagram, so be sure to check those out. We're very excited about those.
So excited. Thank you so much for being on my channel.
Thank you for letting me be here. This is so fun. I love this girl. You guys like have no idea. She's so sweet.
She's my favorite.
The sweetest girl, and we'll definitely film.
Oh yeah, and you guys have to make sure to follow Shay on her channel. We're just getting ready to film her videos, and trust me, you guys want to see this. So I will leave her Instagram and her YouTube channel and her video in the description box below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.